Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 105. What a journey it has been. We are almost done with 8 to 9 months speaking to each other, speaking for each other, and speaking for ourselves. This Global Impromptu Speaking session is completely classified or made for you to speak, improve, elate, promote yourself, and inspire others. Please become a family member, rather regular family member, and help us achieve our goals. I know you can all speak, but sometimes we don't make sense. But here we learn to make sense. With the passage of time, definitely we will be delivering one of the best speeches which will go viral, will reach to millions, but rather multi-million number of people. So for that we have to prepare. So this platform is completely for you to enjoy, have fun, and inspire us. Ladies and gentlemen, in every global impromptu speaking session, we have somebody called as Topics Master. This idea is inspired by Toastmasters International. Just to let you know, we are all not we are not a club. We are members from different Toastmasters club, from different parts of the world, different cities, different countries, different regions. So feel free to come regularly. We meet every Friday, every Sunday, and every Wednesday, same time. You logged in now. So today, Topics Master is a very talented, a very good speaker. She has shocked every single person whenever she spoke. She is Zainab. And I would not say Toastmaster Zainab because she is not Toastmaster yet, but she is daughter of a Toastmaster. Just to support her, we have another talented star. She has been published on social media. I don't know where these all medias are, but she is a star amongst us, and she is a very good speaker, equally as Zainab. She is going to take timer's role today. That's called Gayatri Deshmukh. Let's welcome Toastmaster Gayatri to explain that timing mechanism first, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster Amjad. Today I will be your timer and I shall be changing my background to denote the time. At 1 minute, I will change my background to green color. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I shall change it to yellow color. And at 2 minutes, I will change it to red color. Thank you so much. And I shall submit my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Amjad.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for your help and support and assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to welcome our topics master of today's meeting. She will be giving to the topics to every single person who is present in this meeting right now. We are 18 in number, and everyone will be called upon on their turn. She has noted on your name upon your arrival, and she knows the order. Please help me in welcoming our Toastmaster, our global impromptu speaking topics master, Toastmaster Zainab. Over to you.
Hello, a very good evening to everyone. So, without further ado, I would like to call upon our first speaker for today. That would be Carl. And the topic I have for you is imperfections, blessing or a curse. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone, fellow Toastmasters. So just to see that I understood the topic correctly, imperfections, are they a blessing or are they a curse? Very interesting question, I must say. I believe if we start with the definition of perfection, what is perfection? Does perfection really exist? And in a way, I think we live in a living world, we're all alive, and in a way, perfection doesn't really exist here. Perfection only exists in the imagination. It doesn't really exist in the real world, because depending on how you define perfection, you can always find imperfections, and you can always find problems to whatever system you come up with. So perfection remains some kind of idea. It doesn't really exist. But we can define things as being imperfect or being perfect. It creates opposites of a spectrum, I would say. But if everything was perfect, if we lived in that ideal world, I don't think things would have been fun, to be honest. If everything was perfect, everything was working exactly the way it should work, I don't think we would have fun. We wouldn't have any targets. We wouldn't have any goals. We wouldn't have any objectives and not really any purposes either. Because in a perfect world, you don't need a purpose because everything is already perfect. So the way I would like to say is that imperfections is definitely a blessing, but it is hard to look at it that way. That is the challenge, I believe. We all strive for perfection and we don't like imperfections, but at the end, I would say imperfections is what make life worthwhile. It's a bit of a game. Imagine a movie, a video game that you're playing without any challenges, without any obstacles. It's not going to be a lot of fun. So I would say let's bless the imperfections. Let's overcome them. Let's overcome our own challenges and strive to always be better instead of looking at imperfections as something that is bad. Thank you so much.
That was an amazing take, and you're right. We should all be striving to be better. With that, I would like to call upon Shashank.
Am I audible, Topics Master?
Yes, you are. Okay, so the topic I have for you is wanting to be someone else is a waste of who you are. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of who you are. Over to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Table Topic Master, for giving me a wonderful topic. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of who you are. That's true. What I believe, what my father taught was that every human in this world are being given different talents, different knowledge. Everybody are different in this world. That's what makes them special from everyone. And that's very important. Even though you're not able to find what is inside you, what's your real talent, what you really love, don't worry. There are mentors, there are parents who could help you. But never be just like someone else. Because being like someone else, some says it's a copycat, but some says it's boring. But for us, it is a waste of time when you truly see at it in a different angle. Why should we be others? For example, I have a talent of drawing. My friend have a talent of speaking. If I try to be him, if I try to be like him, what happens? I never find what my real talent is, what my real power is. When I try to do things just like him, what happens? No, nothing. I'm just doing what he does, which means there's a copy. That's not going to help you. When you try something different, that makes you special. And that makes you even more special than just being copying others. That's something very much important, even though. My father taught me never copy others. Copy what they learn, but never think copy how they learn it. Because everybody's style is different. I read it in a way of A, where he reads it in a area of B. So it is totally different. Everybody has their own talents. We can do it. Even though you have your parents, you have your mentors, they will surely help you do it. Table Topic Master.
That was indeed a lovely take. Now I would like to call upon Monu sir. Hi. Okay, so the topic I have for you is never regret anything that made you smile. Never regret anything that made you smile. Over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, all. Never regret anything that made you
That made you smile.
smile. Okay. My dear friends, in our life, sometimes it happens when we are doing a wrong thing, and even we are telling a lie to see the smile of someone else. The thing is, even though we are doing wrong, but if it is affecting to other person and concentrating the region of the smiling or even the good result that we are seeing. If we are helping some other person, even though we are doing a good bad things, that will be the good. The thing is, the intention should be good. If our intention is right, then no matter what we are doing, it always will be good. In our daily life or even in our office culture, we see something happens that is not good for us, but it is good for others. And we always think that the person is right, so we should also behave the right things with them. If we are not doing this, then this is not good as well as that person and us. Because the wrong thing or good thing we cannot hide from ourselves. We can hide it from others because they don't know what we are doing. But the thing we cannot hide from ourselves as well as the God, because He recording everything. I would like to say, whether this is a wrong thing or bad thing, the intention should be correct so that it could benefit for all of us and keep a smile of everyone's face. Thank you. Over to you, Janab.
That was an amazing take, and here's to always smiling. With that, moving on, I would like to call upon Babu.
Yes,
Hi,
good evening.
good evening. So, the topic I have for you is what consumes your mind controls your life. What consumes your mind controls your life.
Have you ever listened to something from your early childhood that you now realize that you shouldn't have listened? Yes, there are some times when even your mentors or even your parents, I must say it, teaches you or says you something that isn't correct. So let me be frank about this. When you will grow up, you will find it that what things were taught in your childhood actually could be slightly superstitious sometimes. Sometimes it can be something which does not relate to the practical life or to the logic. But still, you keep on practicing that things because from an early childhood, you are being taught and being brought up in that manner. When you reach at a certain age, you gain education, you mix with the society, and your mindset changes. And you realizes that what I have been doing through all these years was how much illogical or how much it was wrong. Then you realize that my mind was fully consumed by that, and you start changing yourself. You start changing your way of thinking, your way of looking toward others. You start becoming liberal. But for those persons who does not realize it or keep on practicing the same thing that he or she has learned from his early childhood, then I must say that you need to check again within yourselves. You should try and change because you are the one who can change if something wrong or something poisonous has consumed your mind. So, table topic master, be an adaptive person and don't let bad ideas or especially I would like to say superstitions consume your minds. Back to table topic master.
With that, I hope we can all learn and unlearn things every day. So, now I would like to call upon Sherman, sir.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, the topic I have for you is are problems stop signs or are they guidelines? Are problems stop signs or are they guidelines? Over to you.
Yeah. Are problem stop signs or the guidelines? Yeah, I agree with the statement up to some extent. And Madam Table Topic Master and Global Friends. And sometimes you see when you are in marketing, you can't say in this organization, institution have according to the uh, that's the rule of the this thing. Some are the guidelines, and because of the guidelines, you can have to say something. Uh, it's called not uh, in the word is not coming because you can say indirectly you can say this is not the rule of the institution or the country. This is one of the some guidelines. So now we are practicing the health and safety guidelines. So health and safety guidelines are not rules. Because of your safety, those are implemented to save the country and save that area, or to spread off this pandemic. Those guidelines are very effective. So and also in the same time in your life, when you're going the working in the company or your life, you know going through your life, you can have some good guidelines also. So you can change because of this situation, you can change your daily routine, and you can add something to your routine, and you can uh, just think about those are guidelines to to go through your path and make it a successful life. And also you can have like things like vision, imagination, or think in the morning like you are going to achieve uh, the good things, and you are going to have a very good thing, successful life, and happy today. If you say like that, you can have a very good daily day, and you can face tomorrow's obstructions. Over to you, Madam Deputy Master.
That was a lovely take. Next, we have Gayatri ma'am.
And take it. I will take it at the end.
Okay, perfect. So next we have Jatin sir. Jatin?
He's probably away.
Okay, so next let's move on to Chandresh sir.
Yes, Janam.
Okay, so the topic I have for you is reality or dreams? What is truly real? Reality or dreams? What is truly real?
A very good evening to all fellow Toastmaster brothers, sisters, and dear guests. What a topic. Reality or dream? What is real? No doubt, I am a person of dreams because uh, if you don't have dreams, then what will direct you? Because dreams are directing your path, your goals, and it will one pushing force to you to do something greater good for society, for yourself, for your family, for your friends, right? So dreams are very necessary as a driving force to your life, and then only you have some vision, some passion towards life. Else a reality is all we know. We all have obstacles, challenges in day-to-day life, right? But how to overcome this? If you have dream, you will do your full effort to pass through the obstacles, take the challenges, and you fight for your dreams. So I am the person who more towards my dream than my real life. But not only seeing the dreams or watching the dreams will make you to your goals. No, you have to make full efforts to fulfill your dreams. To then only your dreams comes true. So you should have uh, one path towards your dream and then full efforts to achieve this. Over to you, TTM Jainab.
Thank you so much for that lovely take. Now I would like to call upon Hartika. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. Hartika Ahuja.
Jatin has arrived. Jatin can speak
Yeah,
now.
my mic wasn't working before, so now I fixed my mic.
Okay, so the topic I have for you, Jatin, is the time always right to do what is right? Is the time always right to do what's right?
Yeah. Okay. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and Cavaliers. So, my topic if is the time right when it's always right? And I think I heard this quote from Martin Luther King. So, basically, you can basically topic is that you cannot always you have to do what the thing is there. So how can, like, so if there's a time to do, we have to do it, but not like when the time is there, we should not do it. So I think we should tell, um we should do the time when it's there. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your take. Now I would like to call upon Savita ma'am. Sunita ma'am, sorry.
Yeah. Hi.
So the topic I have for you is, do your choices reflect your hopes or your fears? Do your choices reflect your hopes or your fears? Over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters, Global Impromptu Toastmasters, and Zainab in particular. Do my choices reflect my hopes or my fear? For me, they reflect my hopes. In spite of attending Global Impromptu and so many Toastmasters meetings, I'm still one person who's very, very scared of attacking my fears. So I only make choices which I know is something I'm hoping for. I very, very rarely step out of my comfort zone. I'm being made to be very honest in this forum, but I rarely step out of my comfort zone. I try to expand my comfort zone a small distance maybe, but I don't step out of it. So I don't try to overcome my fear by being very, all my choices are, I make my choices hoping for the best, like they say, hope for the best. So I make my choices always hoping for the best, and I don't really try to overcome my fears. Being very, very honest over here, I prefer to have my peace of mind. I don't have anything to, as long as it is something very dear and I have to do it, no. All my choices are what I hope for will happen to me. I honestly don't try to make my choices based on trying to overcome my fear. That's not me at all. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Table topic master.
That was a lovely take. Moving on, I would like to call upon Kulsum.
Okay. Zainab, Haritika has also joined back.
Okay, then I think we should. Haritika, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? Haritika?
I think there is some technical error. Okay, we can move on.
Okay, so can I call upon Kulsoom?
Yes. Haritika,
Hello.
yes.
Okay, so Haritika, the topic I have for you is everything you can imagine truly real if you want? Is everything you can imagine truly real if you want? Over to you.
Yes, is everything you can imagine truly is real if you want? Yeah. Thank you, Madam Table Master. I think if everything you imagine is real, if you really imagine something, it will be real for you. If you want something, then you will get it. You just have to have a proper will to do something. You will get whatever you want. You will definitely get. And if you have a strong willpower, things will come in place and you will be able to do. Just I have an example from my own life. Last year, my sister was about to get married, and she was planning to get married in
I think there is some issue.
Haritika, we can't really hear you, so is it okay if we take you in the end once you solve your internet issue?
Let's move on, Zan.
Okay, so can I call upon Dinesh?
Hi, Janab. Good evening.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So the topic I have for you is, what do you think is more important? Having enough courage to start or having enough heart to finish? What do you think is more important? Having enough courage to start or having enough courage to finish? Over.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So fantastic topic, and this is something I personally, difficult to choose if I have given these options. But as it is already given, so having courage to do, I think I'll go with that. And because we are mostly in many situations where we take a step back because we'll think of what happens if it won't go well in your way, and yeah, we'll be in the same position. Even though we'll have some opportunities, we'll think and we'll see what if it won't go well, and we'll uh, take that back. And if you have that courage, it will take you to the one step further wherever you are in. So that's something we all should have, and we should take that. Um, yeah, if you don't have courage, what you'll do, you'll just do the same things, and you won't go for better opportunities wherever you have. And yeah, absolutely, you should have the courage. But yeah, if you do with the heart and the courage both together, I think that will definitely make you much better in the situations wherever you are. Yeah, that's what I can take from this topic. Thank you, Jana. Over to you.
Thank you so much for that lovely take. Now I would like to call upon Ruth.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so the topic I have for you is, normality is a paved road. It is comfortable to walk, but no flowers can grow. Normality is a paved road. It is comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam Topics Master. Somebody once told me that being normal for me was not an option. So, what is normal? Who absolutely knows that? I would say that in life we have to set our own path and hopefully just live how we want to, because there's no roadmap that guarantees everything. Everybody's journey is different. Plus, on that map, have things exactly gone the way you wanted? You've heard me talk about cupcakes. I'll talk about them again. How many of you cook with a recipe? It's much more interesting not to cook with the recipe. Yeah, you might get some interesting things. You might get some indigestion, but you might get some interesting foods. So I would say, for some of us, normal is not an option. And you're probably wondering about this lemon over here. That is, I'm not superstitious, but it is Lucky Lemon Pig. And it's made out of a lemon, and you can see that it's got a coin in its mouth because apparently that indicates prosperity. It's got cloves, and I have to say this particular pig is just a picture now. I've already sliced it open and used the juice to clean my microwave oven. So that's that. But it's an interesting thing that you said about normality being a paved road. I mean, I wish it could be, but it seems like it isn't. So enjoy the flowers on the way, and also make a lemon pig for luck.
That was a really good take on this topic. Next, I would like to call upon Kulsum.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, hi. So the topic I have for you is what we think is what we become. What we think is what we become. Over to you.
Okay, that's a nice one. That's quite relatable now for me. And before I go, you said ki what we think we become. So I have read in my teachers have told me that what we perceive or what we see is what we see others. No, if you see something, there is always a coin has two sides, a positive side and a negative side. It can't be always a positive one or a negative one. We It is basically like that. Key in world we have to see the two as before going for anything, whether it is a small one or a large one. We before entering into something, we just need to see what are its outcome, whether how much positive it is, how much negative it is. Then only we should opt for it. According to me, this is kind of thing that that is quite relatable to this topic. Uh, Before I conclude, I'm very new to this Toastmaster thing, so please don't judge me.
Honestly, it was a lovely take to the topic. You actually explained the topic. Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Jessie, ma'am.
Yes.
So the topic I have for you is very simple. It's sometimes the wrong trains take you to the right stations. Sometimes the wrong trains take you to the right stations. Over to you.
Yes, I think sometimes you make you make wrong choices in your life, but good to see that that becomes the right choices. Or I could paraphrase it. Sometimes when you take the wrong choices to the right destination, but you get the roads ahead also. You come across the more roads and more areas to go on, and there you reach the destination. You don't what I do in my life is, you don't wait for the right road and right opportunities. Whatever is at hand, uh, you take it and move forward. As move forward, the road gets cleared. When I came here from India, I only came for a visit visa. I never thought to stay, and I didn't want to stay here also. I was so afraid of this country while I was in India. I just came to visit my sister and wanted to go back. This was a wrong train. I never came. But good to see, I lived all my life here, longer than my native place, longer than I grew up here. I got married here, and I'm staying, and I'm still staying. Many a time you think that it is not your correct road, and you come for a reason. People come meet strangers and they get married and they settle. I just saw a video of an Indian guy went to Germany and a Chinese guy in one of the German college, they met and got married. Both their trains are a wrong train. When they informed their parents, they were shocked because both were foreigners getting married in Germany. So sometimes you never know, your wrong train can become your destiny. And that's what my take is all about. Don't worry about the wrong train. Go and enjoy the journey. You can always change a course, maybe. Over to you, Zainab.
That was a lovely take on this topic. Next, I would like to call upon Noreen Fatma.
Yes, thank you, ma'am, table topic master.
So the topic I have for you is think before you speak and read before you think. Think before you speak and read before you think. Over to you.
Okay, think before you speak and read. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, table topic master, for assigning me such a very thought-provoking question, and that is, the topic is think before you speak. Yes, we need to think before we speak because our words have power to change our emotions. They can trigger our emotions. Sometimes while we use some positive words, they can make someone's day, they can motivate, and they can help them in achieving their goals. But sometimes when we use some harsh words or sometimes we criticize someone, they might actually, we can say, well, they can demotivate them and they will never gain their confidence. So we need to think before we speak. And the second part of the topic is, and think before you read. Let me check. And read before you think. Yes, reading is really much important. Reading is not only important for thinking, it is also very much important for speaking, because reading gives us power to think. It helps us to change our perspectives in every situation we face. It not only helps us in thinking, it also helps us in speaking. It also helps us in, I think, it also gives us motivation, because whenever we feel down, when we read, we get some idea. And then I think when we got some idea, it's easier for us to achieve or to read to our goal or reach to our goal. So reading is really much important. As I think Martin Luther King said that once a reader, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. So all leaders are very good readers, because it's very important for them to be a good reader so that they can communicate their ideas with their team and they can lead their teams in a more better way. Over to you, ma'am, table topic master.
That was a lovely take. Next, I would like to call upon Preeksha Jan.
Yes.
Okay, hi. So the topic I have for you is aspire to inspire before you expire. Aspire to inspire before you expire. I'll also be putting it down in the chat for you to read.
Thank you for this lovely opportunity to express my views on the topic. Aspire to inspire before we expire. So it's really important to aspire something, to aspire to become something. We have before some of the topics, we have got one of the statement, reality or dreams. So you started dreaming, you started aspiring something. You work on it and you are interested to get some position or your goal, to achieve that goal, you started working on it. And as the quote stated, that aspire to inspire. So first you need to aspire, then you, by the process, you become inspiration for others. as you enjoy a process, as you learn something from the process, you unknowingly started to inspire other people's, and for any work. Like, for example, I like cooking. So I started aspiring and watching the cooking videos and started practicing and made certain goals. Certainly, take an example of MasterChef. I go there, I win the trophy, and I become a role model or some of the inspiration for the peoples out there who are becoming or aspiring to become a master chef further. So that could be example. Aspire to inspire. And before we expire, yeah, again, that's an aspiration for us that before we expire, we need something to do. Like, there's certain purpose in our life, and we can work on it to inspire other peoples before we expire, to bring that inspiration in other peoples. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the lovely take. Next, I would like to call upon Denisha ma'am.
Yes, I'm ready.
So the topic I have for you is white is not always light and black is not always dark. White is not always light and black is not always dark.
Thank you for the topic. Good evening to you all. White is not always light and black is not always dark. That's true. This is true when we compare our lives. Sometimes the easy things may not be that easy because we take it as very easy and we do not wanted to commit on that. So it will become actually we couldn't achieve this. Even a small things, easy things, we couldn't achieve. And sometimes there may be hard things. So we know it. Before we wanted to act on that, we know that is very hard. So we get ready, we plan it very well, and we can achieve the things. So that is can be compared to the black is not always dark. It is not only to the easy and difficult things. We can compare that with another things. Sometimes with the people. Some people we can see they are very soft, very helpful, very friendly, and easygoing. But when you uh, when you exposed with them, actually when you get known them, you will understand they are not that easy, they are not that friendly because they have maybe some type of mask, and the face behind their mask is difficult. They may not be um, the they may not be have the white faces. And sometimes there are people who in appearance they seems as very strong and very maybe fearful, very rude, but so they tend to help whenever we need some help. For example, there are many um, people try show drivers, they tend to be very rude, but when something happens, example, if there's accident, they are the first people come to the scene and do whatever they can do, whatever the necessary. So every time the white is not light as we expected, and black is not always dark as we thought. Over to you, topic master.
That was a lovely take on that topic, and I completely agree with you. Next, I would like to call upon Rika. I would like to call upon Rika. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. Rika, are you there? Yeah, I think she's not there. So next, I would just like to call upon our Amjad sir, because he's the only one left, and then we have Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, I'm on.
Okay, so the topic I have for you is, would you rather remember and recover, or would you rather forgive and forget? Would you rather remember and recover, or would you rather forgive and forget? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam Topic Smarter, for such a beautiful topic. Would you rather remember and recover or forgive and forget? I think being a human being, I would love to try everything because every situation, every problem, every pain, every wound is different, exceptional, and worth remembering and worth forgetting, forgiving. It has everything in it. Being a human being, I first of all thank Almighty that I am in consciousness. I'm in my conscious. I'm not conscious, unconscious, that I can at least remember, I can imagine, I can feel, I can love, I can hate, I can, feel angry, everything I can do. That's one of the blessings I can never even imagine of thanking Almighty. There are every situations in our lives. I cannot promise that I would just remember and recover. Sometimes you cannot recover. Sometimes you pretend to recover. And sometimes you pretend to forgive. And sometimes you pretend to forget. But honestly speaking, being a realistic, being a human, I don't think anything we promise or we try to commit is final. Sometimes situation comes and we have to change our plan. End of the day, our plan is to just live our life happily hereafter. And situations, people, they change our mood, they change our mind. Family members, sometimes people are so strong in our life, they tell us to change all our rules. Sometimes situations are so powerful that we eliminate people from our life. Sometimes we are stuck in a situation, we are being blackmailed by our own people, our own emotions, own feelings, circumstances. We change every single plan we have made, we have invested our previous entire life. So, fellow Toastmasters, fellow human beings, what are you committed at? Do you think you can promise something? Have you never changed your plan? Have you never promised something to you and later in 3 years or 4 years, 5 years or 10 years, you said, oh, leave it, forget it. Let's continue. Let's embrace. Let's reunite and live our life because end of the day, life is very small. I was very angry with my brother for one of the situations happened around 15 years ago. I said, come on, you don't even talk to me. I'm no more your brother. And after I think 6 months, and I was regretting, I was crying, and I was saying, why did I say so? Ladies and gentlemen, we are human beings. We are full of emotions. We are full of life. That's the reason we are called as greatest of the creatures. Only the nature is perfect. We are imperfect people, and we can only achieve excellence, and after that we can achieve happiness. I don't know what I'm talking, but I know I'm trying to make sense for me. At least that's whom I'm trying to convince in my life. Once I'm able to convince myself, I think I would be able to convince every single person out there. Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. Everything applies in my life. Back to you.
That was a lovely take on this topic. We have one person left, Manodya. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so the topic I have for you is, when you have nothing to lose, what do you gain? When you have nothing to lose, what do you gain?
when you have nothing to lose, what I gain. I think when you have nothing to lose, we have to repeat the work. Then we can achieve. I think when you have nothing means we lost something. So first we try to understand what we haven't. So then the point, that is the weak point. Then we have to observe it. By observing, we can recognize what we lose. In my case, as example, I am nervous speaker in public speaking. So I joined Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, I had a problem of overwhelm process. Then how I overcome this problem is I practice it. Still I am practicing. By practicing, I think I can complete that task. I think it is not complete yet, but I think time to time I can be improved. Compare with my early days, I think now I can speak something. That is the thing. If you have nothing to lose, I think there is nothing to be fear. Give your then you can achieve what you want. So in any time we shouldn't give up. I think that is very important thing. Why I say that, uh, if we are not lose until we are give up. Why I say that? Because uh, the life is not harder than we think. It is the state of mind. If we think it is easy, I think it is easy. So time to time we can improve. So that we have to be patient. We can't achieve our goals shortly. We have to work hard. We have to uh, do our best. I think we have to practice every day. We shouldn't give up. Some people uh, do their works in first days, but in time to time they give up. So I think we have to work regularly, daily. With practice, we can achieve our goal. So don't ever give up. Table topic master, over to you.
Thank you so much for this take. Next, we have Juan.
Hello, Madam Toastmaster. Nice to see you.
Hello. So the topic I have for you is the time you spent enjoying, is it truly wasted? The time you spent enjoying, is it truly wasted? Over to you.
Wow, thank you, Madam Table Topic Master, for the very profound topic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you a very simple answer to this. However, there are none. It really depends. You see, there are many people in life who enjoy life all the time. They laugh, they enjoy, they make merry of their life. But when it comes to pure actual contributions, they contributed nothing. Have you ever met some of these people in your company, in Toastmasters, or in any organizations or teams that you join? These people sometimes are the happiest. They enjoy their life. But when it comes to doing actual work, they did nothing at all. Is this familiar to you? So there are people who really enjoy life, but the things they do have no actual outcome towards the results that they want. And because of that, even though they are happy, life is wasted. But there are people who enjoy life, but doing at the same time do something meaningful. And I guess these are the people who really treasure time and make their time in life worthwhile. So it has got to do with two factors. The first factor is we do something that we like. And the second factor, do something that is meaningful and purposeful. And of course, if you can contribute and combine these two into a good skill, then you have not wasted your time in life. And therefore, to find that passion is what we all need to do. A life of purpose, okay, a life of purpose is a life that is not wasted. And in order to find a life of purpose, make sure we have fun, and at the same time, while we are having fun, use it to create something that is meaningful for the world, and your life will not be wasted. Okay, back to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
That was a lovely take on this topic. Next, we have Gayatri ma'am. I'll take up the timer's role for you. So the topic I have for you is kindness free or a luxury only some can afford? Is kindness free or a luxury only some can afford? Over to you.
Kindness may appear free, but believe me, it is a luxury. Being kind in every scenario is not always possible, and to expect a human being to be kind in any given scenario is, I would say, unkind and unfair at the same time. Consider a situation where a mother is with her child and someone is troubling her child. In that scenario, would you expect the mother to be kind to that person? Absolutely not. There was this incident that I witnessed in a shopping mall. It was time outside the dressing room. There was a 5-year-old child. He was lost. He was looking here and there and he started crying. His mother, he couldn't find her. His mother was just right there, but he was scared with all the crowd over there. The guard over there decided to play a prank on this child and shouted at the child, trying to scare him. The child got scared, and then the mother came. The guard started laughing. Everybody realized that it was a prank, but the mother looked at the child, took the child close, and she realized that the child was really, really, really scared. That was the time when the mother got angry and she shouted at the guard, which is when the child went quiet. What happened over here? It was essential that the child felt safe with the mother. And for the child to feel safe with the mother had to give up her kindness towards the guard because at that point of time, that child's psychology was more important. The trauma that are caused in your childhood, they stay with you forever. And a mother cannot afford that her child doesn't trust her. A mother has to give her child an assurance that the child is safe with her under any circumstances. And for that, if kindness has to be left, then it's not wrong. And hence, I believe kindness is a luxury. It's not free. Thank you so much. Over to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
That was a lovely take on this topic. And I think with that, we're done with almost all the speakers. I would like to call upon Rika if she is there.
Yes, let's
Rika,
try.
are you there? I think I'm not audible to her, maybe. So
Rika
let's move.
Velatlit? Rika Velatlit, are you there? All right, I think let's move forward. I have a topic for you, Zainab. Your topic is anyone can find a switch after the lights are on. I repeat, anyone can find a switch after the lights are on. Here you go in the chat box.
Okay, first of all, a very good evening to all the speakers. I must say everyone spoke incredibly. So the topic given to me is anyone can find a switch after the lights are on. I feel this is something all of us can relate to in day to day, whether it be other people in our lives or ourselves. When we are in a tough situation or when we are in a tough spot, we have a very tunnel vision, which is very clouded around us. We don't really see clear as much as we would want. It's almost like we're in a bubble and the surrounding is all splashed with ink. So we don't really have a clear view of what's happening around us. But as soon as we get out of that bubble, we see what's wrong, what we could have done to fix it, and we did not really need to dwell upon in this situation. And I feel sometimes the people around us that we hope or count on to guide us, and the people who we think would help us or would know better, sometimes their advices don't really work for all of us because I feel everyone has a different method of coping with things, dealing with things. So not everything would work for everyone. And after someone has gone through something and done something, it's very easy to point out and tell that person, oh, you could have done that better, or maybe you should have done this better. while it would have been more helpful if they could have directed you while you were in that tight spot. So I think, yes, it's easier to find the light switch when the lights are on because you have a clear view, and so do other people. But what actually counts is how you direct yourself when you're actually in the dark, and how people help you navigate your roads when they see you in a dark or in a hard spot. And that would be it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Zainab, for a beautiful take. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we conclude our sessions. It's 9:01. Let's go to our Madam Timer, Toastmaster Gayatri, for timing report, please. Over to you, Toastmaster Gayatri.
Today was a good day. Most of the speakers spoke well within time limit and adequate amount of time as well. Carl spoke for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Sushant, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Monu, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Babu, 2 minutes 38 seconds. Sherman, 2 minutes 25 seconds. Chandresh, 2 minutes 4 seconds. Jatin, 59 seconds. Sunita, 1 minute and 55 seconds. Dinesh, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Ruth, 1 minute and 34 seconds. Kusum, 1 minute 10 seconds. Jesse, 2 minutes 24 seconds. Noreen, 2 minutes 10 seconds. Diksha, 2 minutes 1 second. Dinisha, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Amjad, 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Manodaya, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Kwan, 1 minute and 42 seconds. Gayatri, 2 minutes and 31 seconds. And Zainab, 1 minute and 33 seconds. Haritika had a little bit of technical glitch. So all I could count her was for 50 seconds. After that, I really did not have any clue. Thank you so much. Over to you, presiding officer, Mr. Amjad.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for your diligent report. Really appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, it was 105th session of Global Impromptu Speaking. Today, two young ladies were leading from the front, and one was the topics master, one was the timer. Thank you so much. Can we all give them loudest round of applause, please? For Zainab and Gayatri. Thank you so much, ladies. Please keep our life always happy as you do. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. With that, Pav Vasrimi, the host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Now over to each one of you to have fun for some times. Stay blessed.